What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. So 4.0 is right around the corner for Genshin Impact. Genshin Impact's been out for like what, 3 years now, and there have been a lot of updates and changes to the game since day one, right? But there are other things that the game I feel like should add, and I'm surprised they haven't added yet. Resin increase. So today's video, we're gonna be talking about things we want to see added to Genshin Impact in 4.0 and beyond. I had a tweet go out over on my Twitter, Dora44 Twitch, and I asked the question of like, hey, what do you guys want to see? And so we're gonna be reading what the community wants to see and some things that I want to see, okay? And then we'll be obviously reading chat here as well with my lovely community and kind of get some of their input as well. Remember, this is not based off of leaks or anything like that because we're a leak and spoiler-free community, okay? And before we get into the video, I just want to say a big thank you to today's sponsor, Dungeon Fighter. Dungeon Fighter is a free-to-play MMORPG. Players engage in fast-paced, side-scrolling combat against hordes of enemies in various dungeons and stages. Combat involves chaining together combos, using special abilities, and strategically dodging enemy attacks. Players can choose from more than 60 class advancements to suit their playstyle. There are so many characters to choose from, such as a Slayer, Fighter, Gunner, the list goes on and on. No matter your play style, there is literally a class for anyone. And yeah, there is a story, so you'll be meeting a bunch of different characters, learning more about the lore of the world, and fighting monsters along the way. And what I really like about the game is the retro look to it. I feel like I'm playing a game from my childhood back in the 90s. Yeah, I'm that old. And the combat is not hard at all. Like, it's very easy to pick up for new players. And as you progress through the story, you'll unlock different abilities as well. Now, starting July 25th, there is a new update with new content and events. There's a new character called the Archer, which has 2 advancements, Muse and Traveler. Muse uses music from her Lyra bow to enhance allies as a buffer, while the Traveler Archer uses her longbow to fire auxiliary missiles with an action-packed playstyle. From July 25th to September 19th, new and returning users will receive extra rewards. You can reach level 110 as well through fast leveling modes. There will also be a new event called the Archer Welcome Party. You'll clear daily and weekly missions to receive rewards for your character's growth. There will also be an item duplication event so that you can duplicate your Archer character's equipment for another character during the event period. And if you watch streams on Twitch and you connect your account, you'll be able to score some awesome Twitch drops as well for Dungeon Fighter. And a couple of things I want to squeeze in there real quick. Dungeon Fighter is a free-to-play game. There is PvP. There are dungeons and raids that you can take part in to get awesome loot with your friends. And speaking of friends, Dungeon Fighter has a very big and supportive community as well. Click the link in my description below to download Dungeon Fighter today for free and start playing. Anyways, let's get back to the video. All right, so I asked the question, what are some things / features you want to see added to Genshin Impact in 4.0 and beyond? No leaks. This is it's totally not for a video, dude. It's totally not, we're totally not filming this for a video. Some things off the top of my head that I want added to Genshin. Before I read everyone's comments and stuff, I want a resin increase. Obviously, I think everyone wants a resin increase. We just want the ability to play the game more and longer, right? That's a given. That's an easy one. I'm not even saying increase it like that much. Honestly, like right now it's 160. Hell, I'd be happy with 240 maybe. I think at this point of time, we definitely need more. And if you don't want to increase the resin like cap like that, at least allow us to make more condensed resin. Right now it's 5. Sometimes I just want to stockpile condensed resin, right? And then do all my farming on that specific day for that specific character. Or if you don't want to do that, maybe give us more ways to get fragile resin. Because I feel like fragile resin is very hard to come by, and I've been saving, but I get the battle pass. Not everyone gets the battle pass. I only have like 35 or 40 saved up, but I wish the game gave you more options as to getting fragile resin and stuff. Now I get it, the game wants you to come back every day and play, but I feel like at this point, dude, it needs to be a little bit more, you know, and I think everyone can agree with that, right? Another thing I want to see though is loadouts. I've been dying for loadouts. I've been asking for it every day. If you don't know what I mean by loadouts, let's say you have 4-piece Noblesse build for your Benny, but then you have a 4-piece Crimson Witch build for Benny. Let's just say, whatever. 2 different builds. You should be able to save those builds to the characters so that if you're sharing artifacts with other people, you can just click a button and then the game will automatically find those artifacts in that build and put it back onto your Benny, right? If you've changed some stuff, so that you don't have to remember which pyro goblin did I have on him? What did I have for the sands? You know, make it easier to share artifacts, because then you would always be able to know what builds you had for certain characters, you know? I am guilty of not having enough good artifacts, so I share a lot of artifacts. So those are a couple of things that I want. So let's see what people said on my tweet. So Legions Gaming said, save past events for us to be able to do that if we have missed them somehow. Even if it was some kind of token system, like how we unlock companion quests. The FOMO of missing these events in important stories is ridiculous. You know what? Exactly that. Honkai Star Rail does it now, right? Where it'll save past events and you can still claim the rewards for it too. I'm surprised Genshin doesn't do that. I don't know if that has anything to do with storage, maybe, and they don't want to make the storage like worse, but like they could even make it somehow like a DLC pack, like a free DLC pack that you can download onto your game and replay the event. I don't know. I'm not a game dev, so maybe that's not a thing, but I am surprised that they don't allow that. Even if they don't give you the original rewards for it, people want to do the stories and stuff, so I'm very surprised they don't do that. Late Noir, if they haven't added loadouts, they need to. Dude, I think all of these are just gonna be loadouts, dude. Ziox, artifact loadouts, petting the animals. Dea release, still waiting for her. I hate him. God damn it, Ziox. Artifact loadouts, obviously, yes. Petting the animals, that is very base, honestly. I'm surprised we can't pet the animals yet. And Dea release, still waiting for her. Honestly, yeah, she's still in beta right now. I think her full release is gonna probably be in like 6.9. So Ziox, if you're watching my videos, I don't know if he watches them or not, buddy, 6.9, trust me. Source, just trust me, dude. All right, Snowy, artifact optimizer. The game knows my artifacts, so please let it pick the most optimal pieces for a specific build I click on. Dude, this is gonna be us comparing Genshin to Honkai Star Rail at this point. Like Honkai Star Rail, how it has the recommended gear that you can just click the button and the game will find what it thinks is best for that build. I do that right now, honestly. Okay, this is gonna sound weird. Do you think that Honkai Star Rail is just like Hoyo knows that Star Rail won't do maybe as well as Genshin, and so it's their testing like game. They test features, see what people like and don't like, and then they'll maybe add it to Genshin. Maybe I don't know. It's a public beta for Genshin. Rin says Amber skin. We already have one. It's exactly the same. It's just less provocative, but based. Honestly though, going off of that, skins. Like, I mean, we already get skins, obviously, right? I'm saying more skins. Like, give me more skins. Don't drip these little skins to me, man. I want more. Let me spend more money in this game that I don't need to be spending. I want my Ayaka to look different than everyone else's Ayaka. And I'm not talking about the little lamb farmer girl one. I want a bunch of different skins. Make it Fortnite. Eula bikini skin, bro, none of us would be able to handle that. Dude, that would be end game content, though they stated over and over it's not happening, and we want the cap resin to be 250 and we want more Archon characters and more outfits. I want a raid boss, but we're not getting that, so I just want an outfit for Xiao and Kazuha. That's it. Now this is where it kind of gets a little tricky. I do want more end game content, but it's a little tricky because it's like, if you do that, you have to make it fair for F2P players, because if they feel like they're missing out on big things, like very important things from end game bosses and stuff, they won't want to play. And so you would have to balance it in a sense, like you don't have to do it, but it is there and you do get some cool stuff doing it. You would obviously not want to have a free 10 pull for doing an end game boss, because then people would be so pissed off that like, I can't do end game stuff, so like I'm missing out on a 10 pull. This game, you know. I think Genshin will add some sort of end game content, but I don't know. What do you guys think though? What do you guys think on chat? Oh, if they added like a simulated universe type thing? Yes. I didn't think about this and it just hit my brain. Simulated universe in Honkai Star Rail is kind of like endgame content, where they're dungeons pretty much, right? And you go through the dungeons and you're fighting different enemies that get harder and harder. And then at the end, you have the big boss that you have to defeat. That's literally a dungeon. Now they obviously put a twist on it where it's kind of like a roguelike, where if you die, you start all over, but you get like different perks and stuff. Honestly, put simulated universe into Genshin Impact. I think that would fix a lot of people's, that would make me very happy. I would love to have simulated universe in Genshin Impact, or some form of it. I think that'd be really cool if they did that. If you remember, we had Labyrinth Warriors. It's basically a roguelike perma content we need. True. All right, let's see what else people said. Buff and debuff icons, please. Little up arrows mean nothing when I have 6 different buffs with different durations active at once. My biggest one is for quality life change since launch, and it's only gotten more necessary. I could see that. I think that's an easy thing that they can add to. Mounts, increase space for teapots, purchasable event weapons and the characters we miss, specifically the Fish Claymore, Albedo Sword, and Aloy. Increase max resin to 200, maybe give us 4 quests, each increasing it by 10. Okay. More pets, especially Fontaine-like ones. I'm gonna disagree with the mount thing. I think mounts would be really cool, but I feel like mounts would be too MMO-ish, you know? Purchasable event weapons and characters, yes. I think that is like a necessity. Like, I'm surprised they have not done that yet because of the FOMO, but like tying it behind like weapons and stuff, like Albedo's sword, for instance, that always comes to my mind. People aren't able to get that now. Like, they should be able to get that, because what if someone started playing Genshin today and then down the line they become an Albedo main, but since they started too late, they don't get his weapon? Like, I think that's kind of dumb. This is one I've seen a lot of, actually. Wanting to replay quests. Not even just Archon quests, but like just replay quests in general. The quest is already in the game. Yeah, let us replay quests, dude. When I first started playing Genshin Impact, I wasn't too like invested into the game or serious about the game. And so by now, I kind of forget what happens early on in the story and in the game. I would love to just go back and replay it. Like, let me go back and replay some of the first early chapters to kind of refresh my mind. You know what I'm saying? Less app data so I can play again. Make your game smaller, dude. More strong boxes and better artifact drop rates. Oh God, that's actually something. Naturally, I think they will add more to the strong box, right? But for artifact drop rates, I think what they should do is they should have it like, so you know, like the weapon banner, right? Where you can have like an epitomized path for a specific weapon that you want. What if they did that whenever you enter a domain for artifacts? Okay, you can either get Shimenawa or Emblem in this domain. Which one would you prefer to get drops for more likely? It's an extra step for you guys to click, right? But whatever. It's like, I want more Shimenawa pieces today. You click that. And then the game will know, okay, this person that's doing this domain now wants to get a more likely chance of getting Shimenawa pieces. I'm not saying make them better pieces, like, okay, I want God artifacts. Yeah, let me click that. But like, at least the game will know, let me give you more Shimenawa pieces. Because sometimes when I try to go for like Emblem or whatever, all I'll get is Shimenawa pieces that day. I'm just like, dude, at least have it so that I at least get the sets that I want, you know? The weapon epitomized path carry over for next banner. Oh, you would want your epitomized path to carry over? I don't know how that would work. I mean, if you can have your pity carry over from banner to banner for characters, why not your epitomized path for your weapons? A pinging system in multiplayer, like in co-op. I think that'd be a little cool quality of life. Not a big change, but I think that'd be really nice to have, you know? I need a trading/gift system where you can trade and or gift our friends things like characters, weapons, materials, or gift them artifacts or something. I hate to burst your bubble, but I don't think that'll ever happen. And it's because someone said it in chat. That'd be way too exploitable and they would lose a lot of money, I think, if they did that. It would be kind of cool if they were able to do it where you could trade, you can transfer maybe weapons, maybe not characters, between servers. Let's say I have Mistsplitter on my NA account, but I want to use it on my European account. Kind of like in Destiny where you have the vault and then you can put your weapon in the vault or whatever, and then on the other server, like go to the vault and grab it, you know? Controller support for Android devices? Who here plays with Android? You guys don't have controller support yet? No way. There's no controller support on Android? Hoyo, what are you doing? Get on that, dude. That should be a given, dude. New Abyss floors. I would like that. Better adventure rank rewards, mainly for 50 to 60, because God, that's practically nothing. More storage in the teapot, flying mount. I would love to see more adventure ranks. Don't cap it at 60. Let's raise that adventure rank up, baby. Bring it to 80 or 100, you know? Give us more incentive to keep growing and stuff. But on top of that, I want more battle pass levels. And I know not everyone is like this, but I'm one of those players that maxes out their battle pass with like 3 weeks to a month left of it. I want more. It's right now it's at 50. I would like at least 80. I think 80 would be good. I'm not even saying 100, but like 80 I think would be good, because I like doing my battle pass, dude. I don't know, there's something about claiming your rewards and stuff, because it's a win-win. You're playing the game more, and then you're also getting more rewards like resin and primo primos and books and stuff like that for playing more. Like, it's a win-win for both parties. Why not just do it, dude? That makes some players anxiety, man. Some players play as casual. I mean, yeah, I understand that. Like, do casual players at that point even care about the battle pass to begin with? If they do, then what you could do is like have you get up to 50, right? Let's say. And then you have the option, the bonus, like you get everything that we already get now, the primos and all of that with level 50. Then you have an extra 20 just in case you want to do it. You know, that's just bonus. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. You already got like your main rewards, but if you want to do the extra stuff, you don't even have to tie primo gems behind that. You could tie resin and books and weapon materials and stuff like that. That would then make casual players happy. And then I think it would make me happy, you know, give me more rewards if I want to do it. You know, that's just my opinion though. I feel like they need better rewards on Spiral. Yes. Do you guys prefer having primo gems for Spiral, or would you prefer like resin, like fragile resin and like other materials? I like getting the primos for it. Personally, I would prefer having more fragile resin. I think fragile resin is more rare than primos at this point, you know? Both? Oh, you guys want both? Whales would like resin and F2P would like primos. That's a good way to put it. Honestly, they could just have it set to like 160 primos per floor. At least give us one freaking wish, right? And then maybe like one fragile resin with it as well. Oh, yes. I have a lot, but if I chose one, that would be a shield HP bar. Yes. Yes, dude. That would be so nice, dude. Like make it like a white bar and you can see like how much HP or life your shield has. Oh, that'd be so nice. That'd be a little nice quality of life change. I never even thought about that. That's a good one for Dea to be better. Seppa, maybe one day. Maybe one day. More expedition slots. We still only have 5 and we're about to reach the 5th nation. Maybe increase that to 10. That would be nice. Voicing in the world quest. It feels awkward sometimes. The silence gets too loud. Try playing Final Fantasy 14. I definitely agree with that. Voices for the world quest. I just don't know the logistics of that. Does that mean it would take more time between patches to have the world quest all voiced? And then that means more money for them to have to pay voice actors and stuff. So I don't know what the logistics behind that is, but that would be very nice if they were voiced and not just quiet. You know what I'm saying? Level 100 characters. Would you guys want to go from level 90 to level 100? I feel like going from 80 to 90 is already like taxing enough. I would not want that, dude. Ka-ching. A Ka-ching rerun. It's been so long since her banner. You know what? Yeah, I think she has the longest time without a rerun, dude. Honestly, I always forget that she had a banner. Wow. Okay, I think the last thing we'll talk about is this, chat. And if you're watching this on YouTube, let me know in the comments down below some things that you would like to see added in Genshin Impact feature-wise or whatever, okay? But yes, this 10 free wishes every patch like Honkai Star Rail does. Honkai Star Rail has only had a few patches so far, so it could only be like a we're only doing this for a little bit type thing. I will say this, I think it would not be that detrimental to Hoyo's money if they gave every player a login event each patch for one 10 pull. Now, I could be completely wrong. I'm not a finance guy, especially for F2P players. I'm always constantly getting asked, what are some easy ways to get primos? How can I get more primos? I'm only F2P. And I feel for F2P players because I obviously spend money in this game, but not everyone can do that. So I think you should maybe throw your F2P players a bone once in a while and one free 10 pull each patch. I think that'd be, just do that. Just do that. You'll keep players happy. At the end of the day, that's the main thing. You want to keep your players happy. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I think we pretty much covered most things. If you watch this on YouTube, I hope you enjoyed the video. Obviously, I can't rattle off every single thing we need changed in Genshin, but those are some of my things that I want to see, and then some of the community stuff. Again, let me know in the comments down below some things that you want to see added in Genshin Impact. Please stray away from using leaks and stuff like that, but I'm excited to see what you guys would want to see. So yeah, I guess I'll catch you at the next one.